Hey, it's me. Welcome to my backyard again. It's pretty amazing how bright it is out today. Little quick shot of my pool. Can't wait for it to warm up. Get out here on the weekends. Go swimming. Need to get the water pump working for our waterfall. That would be wonderful to see. But yeah, that's our pool. I have this section over here in my garden that I attempted to do 4x4s. And then there's a lawn space over here. I might try to do something this winter, which I think is we start end of August maybe. Planning for the fall season. But in here, in this first area, I was able to grow eggplants. Looks like my son's dog's been pooping in here. So before I use this again, I'm going to need to clean it out a bit and put some more soil in it, maybe fencing around it to keep him out of it. But like I said, we had eggplant, and the eggplants lasted, I would say, a good 3 years, and then finally we ripped them out. But they just grew like weeds in there. I also found nah, that can't be. I didn't know if that was the yellow pear cherry tomatoes that we had in here. They grew like weeds, and they had tons of really good ripe size yellow pear cherry tomatoes. They were the best plants. Now I saved some of the seeds, but I don't know if I'll be able to successfully grow any from those seeds. I'll just have to keep my eye out at our favorite nursery and see if we can get some more. When we first moved into our house, we had this corner section back here. Pardon the trash and the dog droppings. But we used to have like this circled off, and we grew zucchini over here. I might think about doing that again. But yeah, then we have all this space in between here. Now they have these things where you can hang it on the wall, and they have pockets in them, and you can plant like your herbs, small little thing. You could do strawberry patch on it. I have a lot of space there, though we could probably get creative with it. So hang tight. I might just do something with that. And again, we had more. We did tomato plants and zucchinis in these raised beds. These things, shoot, they have to be seven or 8 years old. Since we got our dog, he's over here messing in it all the time. I'm thinking about getting rid of him. But Interesting fact, you see that little section right there? I had zucchini all covered in here. And we have a couple of feral cats that live in our neighborhood. And one day we started hearing some baby kitten noises. And I guess the mother, this is before we had our dog, son's dog. The mother brought all of her kittens over here and had like a little safe zone. Well, the mother caught us over here looking at the babies, and she had those kittens moved within probably an hour. She found another spot and took the cats away. Interesting. Here is the lemon tree, which shout out to ATC, who told me to add some more fertilizer to it to feed it. What I did was I think I took 2 or 3 more citrus fruit stakes that you pound in the ground, and it has the fertilizer, and over time it feeds the tree an area. And you can see what I was worried about was it wasn't really green when we first started, but if you look here, it's starting to really green. Especially down there, we're getting some good green down in there. Now, eventually, I'll probably have to prune that off. But the tree is doing really well, I feel. You can see all the lemon buds. They're really very beautiful. Ooh, and they smell. When we first moved out here, we moved out here in 93, 92, I think it was 93. And there used to be several orange orchards. Not lemon, but orange. Out near here, because at that time we were kind of in the boonies. Not anymore. There's been tons of growth in the past 30 some years. And but anyway, several evenings twice a year, you would just get the biggest fragrance of orange blossoms in the air, especially at nighttime. And you'd open up your windows and you feel like you were in heaven. I don't know if you've ever been to the Disneyland Soaring Over California ride. At one point in the ride where they're taking you over an orchard, I think it's an orange, it could be lemon, but they take you over that orchard and they mist out the smell of the citrus blossoms, the orange blossoms, and it smelled just like that. Here's our tomato plant. It's doing really well. This is the early girl. Step back a bit. It's doing really well. This needs to grow a little bit more before I can tuck it up in there. But look, our tomato's getting bigger, and now there's one right above it. It's about the size of my thumb. I have my hopes that it's going to be good. Now here too, I had the pellets for the tomato. I forget where I put them in at. But I think I put in like 3 of them. And they're good for 8 weeks. I would say I put them in about 3 weeks ago. So I'm thinking maybe the 1st of June, it'll be time to fertilize them again. But that's doing well. Here's our zucchini again. It's really going to town. Remember a week or 2 weeks ago, it wasn't even out of the ground yet. And now it's looking really good. You're gonna notice that they're really gonna start taking off soon. And really growing. Let's do my test. It's still a little cold. It's cold and a little damp up to my knuckles. So I would say maybe tomorrow evening I'll give it some water. This bubble bath for the dog. I still haven't done anything with the parsley. We're getting these little wild things that are coming up. I'm trying to trim them back so it doesn't try to go to seed. But I think tomorrow what I'm going to do is go ahead and clip some of this and then try the dehydrating in the oven method. I'll give you more, show you more of how I did that, whether or not it fails or passes. And then there's that cilantro that I was telling ATC about. He was afraid that it was hemlock. And I told him, well, it better not be because I bought it as cilantro in the Home Depot store. So, and look at the chives. The chives are starting to kick in. And then this little cherry tomato, I don't know about it still, because it's got these little dinky berries. Dinky berries. And every so often, you do get nice sized berries. But we'll see. Look at the cilantro. It's really saying, okay, this is my home. Let's go for it. Look how strong and straight it is. Yep. Ah! My son just scared me out our window. And then our radishes doing pretty good. Can't complain. These guys, they'll grow really quick. I want to say maybe in a couple weeks they'll be ready to pick. I might be a fool about it, but who knows? Usually can plant them, get a crop, and plant some more. So we'll see. There's Bear. Hey, Bear. Nobody can see you. Sorry. Okay, well, that's the update for this week. Little thoughts, little plans running through my head. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a great week. And we'll see you later.